Hello, Americans. Another friends, subscribers around the world. Heck yeah, man. So we unhooking the Ford. Haven't decided exactly what, man. It is cold this morning. It was I think it was 9 degrees or 8 degrees. We got up, the sun came up, man, and you know, on the video I'm sure it looks all nice and beautiful out here, but it is one cold mother. But so just unhooked the Ford or the Beast, and gonna warm up the Dodge. Oh, my dang Vandals magnet, man, it's so cold that my Idaho Vandals magnet has fell sideways. But so I'm gonna warm up Lady and move a few things over here so I can get her lined up to work on, and then so I can get it pulled up farther. And this section right here that we just backed up here, you can see the motorhome behind me, so we're up, you know, along the side of the, figured out the configuration of the homestead here. But I like to keep this lane, especially if we end up going up and getting wood. I want to be able to back up right here and doing a few different things with the wood. I'll probably show them video or may talk about it or whatever. I don't know what the heck we're doing. But not positive we're going up to get wood today. Kind of kicking or thinking we may. I was going to run to the dump, but then it's closed today, of course. So I got some trash I need to take up to the dump. But being that it's so cold, we could be in, you know, enlisting and stuff like that. I could be working on the inside doing some insulating. I mean, there's always something to do, but I want to bring in at least one load of firewood a week until we can't get up the mountain anymore. And then after the 30th of November, November 30th is when because up here in Idaho we have a firewood season, kind of like deer season. You got tags, the whole, I've showed the tags before. And it ends the 30th of November. And like last year, we couldn't even get, you know, up the mountain for the whole time. But I want to bring in at least one load a week. You know, so basically when we load the Ford up, man, it's a cord. And then if I fill the racks, I can get cord and a quarter, a cord and a half. So I want to do that at least once. Right now we got 3 to 4 cords put up, I would say. Yeah, probably 3 cords. But anyways, I want to bring more of that in every week. I ain't just gonna sit here and gab. They're gonna film a little bit as we rolling along here, man. So let's do it. Where's your jolly ball, Kai? That's football, not jolly ball. Fire up this old girl. She says, "Oh, Daddy, it is so cold." Something else I just thought of, man, is I know they're pretty sure they're all good, but I need to check the get out the antifreeze tester, man. I ain't done that. When I was a kid, man, I actually cracked a block on I had a little Chevy, what was that, a Chevy Sprint? First nicest car I bought, and then I cracked the block on it because I didn't have enough antifreeze. So I learned the hard way on that deal, which my grandpa just shook his head, you know, because he sold antifreeze testers. I knew better. You know, when you're 17, 18 years old, you think you know everything. Whoa, come on, girl. Who you talking to?
Carter.
She's on trick-or-treating with
Yeah. Broken.
you? Say hello, Americans.
Hello, Americans. And friends and subscribers around the world.
Holy smokes, man. I got this thing all mixed up. Holy crap. Hey, how you doing? I was going to put the bean over there so we can decide whether or not we're going to do this. So that, what's that crazy hillbilly doing today? Heck, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But, patch it up, that's what I'm doing. So, as you can see, moving stuff around. I'm actually going to, Miss Kitty's in there packaging up some packages that got to go to the post office today. When we go do that, probably gonna go over and check out a shack, cabin, stuff. So I'm beginning to see if we can score a few more things while we're out, and then you can see the breath out here. It's still chilly, man. I did lose one coat. Get out here working. It's not so bad. It's actually good working weather for out here. So then I'll show some of that after we get back. You know, I try to take you along as much as I can. You know, the camera work, like I've said before, man, it slows down the pace of anything that you're trying to do. But man, I like taking y'all along with me. And then I've been having a bunch of, quite a few folks asking me, are you going to do anything else on that Mountain Junkers? You know, if you look at the link below, you got the Mountain Junkers YouTube, which I'm trying to build up. And, thing right now, just trying to keep up with this one. So I haven't done much on Mountain Junkers. And, you don't make anybody, I mean, there is some people that make dang good money doing YouTube videos. We ain't one of them. But we make a few pennies and stuff, which it helps. Everything helps, man, around the homestead. So, when I do a video and I'm, trying to keep up with one of the reasons I haven't really done Mountain Junkers is I can't monetize the videos on there. So, if you would, go over and subscribe to Mountain Junkers, because I really want to run them both, but, I've got to get that built up and be able to monetize it or stuff, or I'm just going to do them on the, because an Idaho Hillbilly will always be the, my main one, man. It's the one I started with. The Mountain Junkers, I just have some folks that just really don't care about the treasure hunting and the junking videos, and I kind of like to split them up anyway. So, man, so go to that link down below and go over there and subscribe to that so we can get that one built up. I think about putting stuff on there all the time. But like I said, sometimes, man, it's hard. Like today, let's talk about today's video coming out late. What happened is, so if you went along, if you watched my videos yesterday, we went up to McCall and stuff, did some thrift storing, and met up with our son for lunch and stuff like that. It was all, a fairly good day. Miss Kitty was cold and a little crabby, but it was all good. But anyway, so we get home, man, and I'm loading the video, or download the video, load it, upload, whatever you do. I'm doing that and listing a few things and taking care of some computer stuff, getting firewood in, stoking up the fire, doing my husbandly duties. And Miss Kitty's fixing some dinner, homemade chicken noodle soup, leftover homemade chicken noodle soup. So she's getting all that, and man, we all sit down. Kevin comes over to have chicken noodle soup with us, and we're all sitting in the Vagabond, and man, the lights flicker, and then they're back on, and Like, holy crap, that was weird. And we had some documentary thing on the TV we were listening to, and then all of a sudden, man, you know, and it's after dark, man, and I'll tell you what, man, it is dark. Of course, everybody these days, y'all just reach for your phone. You know, you got light. We're like, holy crap. You know, these days when you lose power, because we had a big line. If you watch my videos, we had that whole, up the mountain, man, that whole line of power lines went out, that big snowstorm 3 years ago, and lost power. And we get flickers and different stuff like that, especially, you know, out in the middle of nowhere. But when I was a kid, man, losing power was just a normal, you know. Mom always had candles and stuff. We'd lose power all the time. Then you sit around and, you know, play games if you can, or, you know, if you got enough light and all that, and, you know, whatever. But, man, these days you just don't lose power like that as much. Well, we ended up losing power last night for, probably 2.5 hours. And, you know, which is all good, man. I got oil lamps, I got candles, you know, I got all that, you know. We live semi-off grid. And, you know, was planning on, we actually had all the stuff, you know, which we still do, a lot of it, but all the stuff, you know, to be completely off grid. But anyway, squirrel. So anyway, so we lose it for 2.5 hours. And so, man, then I'm trying to figure out, we call Idaho Power, and, oh yeah, they're just showing 800 people without power. Well, I know that there's 3,800 or 3,900 people in my county. And then not only that, my daughter lives in a different county, and her power was out. And I know they got, you know, 39 to 5,000 people in that county. So their count was a little bit off. And I talked to a bunch of people today, and they were all out of power, or everybody's power. So then I watched the news, checked the news things, nothing about it. What the heck's going on, man? So then I've been listening to these dang podcasts, and man, then I started just sitting there, is this a test? Anyway, so that's why the video didn't come out, man, because I didn't have no dang power. And it came back on, I think it went out at, I don't remember, I don't even have a clue, man. It was pretty dang early when it went out, and then right after, well, about a half hour after dark, probably. So, I mean, it was dark. And then, I think it came back on last night at 10:30. You know, by then, man, I used to go to bed between 9 and 10. We stayed up because I didn't know what was on, you know, what wasn't and all that. So it was just going to wake me up, and came back on at 10:30 and went to bed. And that's why the video wasn't scheduled, because it shut down right in the middle of squishing that video. So that's why the video was late today. We try to get that, especially that Idaho Hillbilly, man. I can't promise that with the Mountain Junkers, everyday video, but I try to get one out for you every day. I know I like to have coffee with you all. So that's that. So I'm going to go and see if Miss Kitty's ready to do that. I don't know if we're going to run up and get wood this evening or tomorrow or whatever, but we'll take you along with that and show you what we're doing. I've got all the switch around vehicles is getting them all. So now the Lady Hawk, which you're sitting in right now, the Lady Hawk's sitting here because we're going to try to figure out this lack of fuel or this electrical thing. So keep your ideas and things coming with that. You can go back on the videos and see the problem I've been having. And she starts up, fires up, runs good, and after she warms up, she goes crap. So I got to figure that out. I'm going to check out the connection. I'm going to go from the fuel tank all the way up and check all of that, and then check the little ceramic resistors or transfer, whatever they are, man, on the stuff. Like I said, I ain't no mechanic, but I can point me in the right direction. I can fix it. I can fix anything except for the Toyota. And we're going to give it a whirl too, but we're going to get that pulled over. We may do that. I might film that because we might do that today. I don't know. I'm going to see where Miss Kitty's at with the packages, and then I'm going to stop by and do a little treasure hunting, so that could end up, man, my treasure hunting takes over my life. So other than that, man, so we'll take you along with all that. So check out the links below, and like I said, let's get that count up on Mountain Junkers so I can throw some more videos on that. I'd love to. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning. Propane tanks, fool. I need to film them. I forgot to take one with me yesterday. Better go throw that in the bean right now. And good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.